I love you. I love you. How did a guy like me end up with a princess like you? You are the most beautiful woman, goddess divine. Your body is gorgeous. You're so smart and lovely. You are so smart and lovely. You trust in me. I was afraid. They say a picture tells 1,000 words, but when I see yours, all I see is 3. Your body is gorgeous. Your eyes are heaven. You are the most beautiful woman. Before I met you, I never knew what it was like to smile for no reason. You are a goddess. I love you. Goddess divine, my divine flower. I made a mistake. I love you. My rose. I made a mistake. I promised to cherish. You're so smart and lovely. I was afraid. Trust my rose. Trust in people. I love you. You are the most beautiful woman. Your body is gorgeous. My divine flower. You are the most beautiful woman. Take my hand. I love you. You are the most beautiful woman. Please forgive me. Before I met you, I never knew what it was like to smile for no reason. Before I met you, I never knew what it was like to smile for no reason. I love you. Your body is gorgeous. I made a mistake. You are so smart and lovely. You will always. They say a picture tells 1,000 words, but when I see yours, all I see is 3. I love you. A guy like me end up with a princess like you. I wish I could take it back. Before I met you, I never knew what it was like to smile for no reason. Your body is gorgeous. Trust in people. I love you. I love you. I love you. You're so smart and lovely. I love you. I was afraid. Let's share a passion. You are a goddess. I made a mistake. Believe me. Please forgive me. Before I met take my hand. I never knew what it was like to smile for no reason. I was a coward. I love you. You are so beautiful. I love you. Let's share our passion. You are the most beautiful woman. Your eyes are heaven. Please forgive me. You will always be my best friend. I love you. Before I met you, I never knew what it was like to smile for no reason. Believe me. You will always be. I was afraid. I love you. I love you. I love you. Goddess divine, let's share our passion. How did a guy like me end up with a princess like you? I was afraid. Let's share our passion. I love you. I was a coward. Goddess divine. Believe me. You will always be my best friend. You are my one and only. I love you. I love you. Please forgive me. I wish I could take it back. You will always be my best friend. Before I met you, I never knew what it was like to smile for no reason. I love you. I love you. I love you. My divine flower. I love you. You will always be my best friend. I'm sorry I hurt you. You will always be my best friend. I made a mistake. Let's share our passion. It is my fault. If I could take it back, I would. Your eyes are heaven. Before I met you, I never knew what it was like to smile for no reason. I love you. I'm sorry I hurt you. Trust in people. You will always be my best friend. You will always be my best friend. I promise to cherish. How does a guy like me end up with a princess like you? Your body is gorgeous. Goddess divine. You're so smart and lovely. You will always be my best friend. I love you. You will always be my best friend. I love you. Believe me. I made a mistake. I'll share our passion. Believe me. You're so smart and lovely. It is my fault. I love you. You're so smart and lovely. You are the most beautiful woman. Before I met you, you will always be my best friend. Smile for no reason. Believe. I promise to cherish. I promise to cherish. I'm sorry I hurt you. How did a guy like me end up with a princess like you? Be mine. Always be my best friend. You are so beautiful. My divine flower. I love you. I'm sorry I hurt you. Your eyes are heaven. I wish I was good enough to be with you. I'm sorry I hurt you. Let's share our passion. Your body is gorgeous. I love you. It is my trust in people. Trust in people. I adore you. I love you. I was a coward. It is my fault. You are so beautiful. You are a goddess. You are so smart and lovely. I love you. Trust. I was a coward. My divine flower. You are the most beautiful woman. I wish I could marry you. I love you. How did a guy like me end up with a princess like you? You are so beautiful. I love you. It is my fault. It is my fault. I adore you. Please forgive me. You are my one and only. Believe me. I love you. It is my fault. I made a mistake. I love you. You are the most beautiful woman. I love you. You will always be my best friend. I love you. I was afraid. Believe me. I promise you are a goddess. I was a coward. I made a mistake. Be mine. I promise to cherish you. Goddess divine. My divine. I wish I could marry you. How did a guy like me end up with a princess like you? You are the most beautiful woman. I love you. I'm sorry if I am flat. Take my body is gorgeous. You will always be my best friend. I was afraid. You are the most beautiful woman. You are the most beautiful woman. Let's share. I love you. I love you. You are a goddess. I was a coward. I love you. You are the most beautiful woman. I made a mistake. I wish I was good enough to be with you. Before I met you, I never knew what it was like to smile for no reason. You will always be my best friend. I wish I could marry you. My divine flower. I love you. Let's share our passion. I made a mistake. Be mine. You will always be my best friend. I love you. My divine flower. You will always be my best friend. You are the most beautiful. They say a picture tells 1,000 words, but when I see yours, all I see is say a picture tells 1,000 words, but when I see yours, all I see is 3. I love you. I made a mistake. I'm sorry. I hurt you. I wish I was good enough to be with you. Your eyes are heaven. I promise to cherish you. You are the most beautiful woman. I love you. You are so beautiful. You are I wish I could marry you. They say a picture tells one. I was a coward. But when I see yours, all I see is three. I love you. Before I met you, I never knew what it was like to smile for no reason. How did a guy like me end up with a princess like you? I was afraid. You will always be my best friend. Let's share our passion. I was a coward. Take my hand. You are the most beautiful to be with you. You are the most beautiful woman. I love you. How did a guy like me end up with a princess like you? You are the most beautiful woman. I love you. My divine flower. I love you. It is my fault. You are so beautiful. Beautiful woman. You are so smart and lovely. Your body is gorgeous. Before I met you, I never knew what it was like to smile for no reason. You are the most beautiful woman. You are the most beautiful woman. I love you. You are so smart and lovely. Promise to cherish. I'm sorry I hurt you. Your body is gorgeous. I love you. Trust in people. You are a goddess. I was a so smart and lovely. If I could take it back, I would. Trust loves you eternally. Believe me. I'm sorry I hurt you. You're so smart and lovely. You're so smart and lovely. Before I met you, I never knew what it was like to smile for no reason. When I see you, all I see is three. Goddess divine. I made a mistake. You are my one and only. You are the most beautiful woman. I was a coward. You're so smart and lovely. I was afraid. How did a guy like me end up with a princess like you? I wish I could take it back. You're so smart. Sorry I hurt you. Your eyes are heaven. You are so beautiful. My divine flower. You will always be my best friend. You are the most beautiful to me. You are the most beautiful woman. I adore you. Trust in me. You will always be my best friend. They say a picture tells 1,000 words. When I see yours, all I see is three. I love you. I love you. You are the most beautiful. You will always be my best friend. I love you. I wish I was good enough to always be my best friend. You are the most beautiful. My divine flower. Please forgive me. Your body is gorgeous. Be mine. Take my hand. You are the most beautiful. I wish I was good enough to be with you. You will always be my best friend. I adore you. I love you. I made a mistake. God has always been my best friend. Let's share our passion. They say a picture tells 1,000 words, but when I see yours, all I see is three. I love you. You are so smart and lovely. How did a guy like me end up with a princess like beautiful woman? You are the most beautiful woman. Believe me. You are so smart and lovely. I wish I could take it back. You will always be my best friend. Before I met you, I never knew what it was like to smile for no reason. It is my fault. I wish I could take it back. You will always be my best friend. I love you. You are the most beautiful woman. Trust in people. You will always be my best friend. A picture tells 1,000 words, but when I see yours, all I see is three. I love you. You are the most beautiful woman. I wish I was good enough to be with you. I wish I could take it back. I wish I was good enough to be with you. You are the most beautiful woman. Your body is gorgeous. Trust in me. You will always be my best friend. How did a guy like me end up with a princess like you? I was afraid. I'm sorry I hurt you. Goddess divine. I promise to cherish you. You are the most beautiful woman. I made a mistake. I love you. You will always be my best friend. Your eyes are heavenly. I adore you. I wish I could take it back. Your body is gorgeous. Sorry I hurt you. I love you. I love you. I made a mistake. Trust in people. I'm sorry I hurt you. It tells 1,000 words. But when I see yours, all I see is three. I love you. You will always be my best friend. Trust in people. You will always be my best friend. You are so beautiful. I made a mistake. Your body is gorgeous. I made a mistake. I love you. I was a cow. How did a guy like me end up with a princess like you? You will always be my best friend. You are a goddess. Believe me, before I met you are the most beautiful woman it was like to smile for no reason. You are so beautiful. I was afraid. Trust in people. I'm sorry I hurt you. I made a mistake. Trust, I wish I was good enough to be with you. Your body is gorgeous. Take my hand. You are the most beautiful woman. You are the most beautiful woman. You are the most beautiful woman. You are so beautiful. You are the most beautiful woman. Believe me, my divine flower. If I could take it back, I would. You are my one and only. You are so beautiful. I was a coward. You will always. It is my fault. It is my fault. You are so. I wish I was good enough to be with you. You will always be my best friend. I promise to cherish you. You are the most beautiful woman. You are the most beautiful woman. I wish I could marry you. You are so beautiful. Let's share our passion. Your eyes are heaven. I love you. I love you. You are the most beautiful. You will always be my best friend. You are so beautiful. You are so beautiful. I made a mistake. You are so beautiful. I will love you eternally. Be mine. You are so beautiful. You are so beautiful. I adore you. You will always be my best friend. Let's share our passion. I adore you. It is my fault. It is my fault. You will always be my best friend. Before I met you, I never knew what it was like to smile for no reason. You are my one and only. Your body is gorgeous. I adore you. You are the most beautiful. Your eyes are heaven. I was a coward. You are the most beautiful woman. You are so beautiful. You are so beautiful. You are so beautiful. You will always be my best friend. I love you. A guy like me end up with a princess like you. I wish I was good enough to be with you. If I could take it back, I would. I love you. I'm sorry I hurt you. Please forgive me. Goddess divine, I love you. Let's share our passion. You are so beautiful. I will love you eternally. You will always be my best friend. Be mine. Goddess divine. I made a mistake. You are so beautiful. I'm sorry I hurt you. You are the most beautiful one. Let's share our passion. Trust in people. Take my hand. Be mine. My divine flower. I love you. Celestial beauty. I was afraid. Goddess divine. How did a guy like you are the most beautiful woman like you? I adore you. Take my hand. You are the most beautiful. I adore you. Goddess divine. You are the most beautiful woman. So beautiful. You are so beautiful. I never knew what it was like to smile for no reason. Your eyes are heaven. Before I met you, I never knew what it was like to smile for no reason. You will always be my best friend. I'm sorry I hurt you. Please forgive me. Please forgive me. Goddess divine. Take my hand. I love you. I'm sorry I hurt you. I adore you. You are my one and only. Goddess divine. Please forgive me. I love you. You are the most beautiful woman. I made a mistake. I adore you. Goddess divine. You will always I love you. You are so beautiful. Let's share our passion. Be mine. I was afraid. You will always be my best friend. You are the most beautiful woman. I adore you. Goddess, believe me. Your body is gorgeous. I love you. You are the most beautiful. You're so smart and lovely. You're a goddess. I love you. Goddess, you will always be my best friend. You will always be my best friend. It is my divine flower. Be mine. I promise to cherish you. You are the most beautiful woman. I love you. They say a picture tells 1,000 words, but when I see yours, all I see is 3. I love you. A guy like me end up with a princess like you. You are a god. I made a mistake. I love you. You will always be my best friend. I'm sorry. You are my one and only. Believe me. I love you. How did a guy like me end up with a princess? I love Goddess divine. Celestial beauty. I will love you eternally. You are the most beautiful woman. You are the most beautiful woman. I love you. I love you. I wish I could take it back. You will always Goddess be my divine. You are my one and only. You are the most beautiful woman. I was afraid. Your eyes are heaven. I love you. You are so smart and lovely. I made a mistake. You are so beautiful. You are a goddess. It is my fault. So smart and lovely. They say a picture tells 1,000 words, but when I see yours, before I met you, I never knew what it was like to smile for no reason. All I see is 3. I wish I could. I love you. How did a guy like me end up with a princess like you? You will always be my best friend. Be mine. Goddess divine. You are the most beautiful woman. Let's be mine. How did a guy like me end up with a princess like you? My rose. You are the most beautiful woman. Let's share our passion. I'm sorry I hurt you. I adore you. I love you. Goddess, I wish I could marry you. You are the most beautiful woman. Take my hand. so beautiful. Celestial beauty. You will always be my best friend. I love you. I adore you. Please forgive me. It is my fault. You are a goddess. Your eyes are heaven. If I could take it back, I wish I could take it back. I will love you. I adore you. You are the most beautiful woman. You are the most beautiful woman. You are my one and only. Goddess divine. You are my one and only. You're so smart and lovely. A guy like me end up with a princess like you. You are a goddess. I wish I could take it back. I was a coward. Your body is gorgeous. I love you. Take my hand. I wish I could marry you. You will always be my best friend. I was a coward. Trust in people. You are the most beautiful woman. You are my one and only. You are the most beautiful woman. You are so beautiful. Woman. Be mine. You are so beautiful. Celestial beauty. You are so beautiful. I love you. How did a guy like me end up with a princess like you? I love you. You are the most beautiful woman. I was a coward. Your body is gorgeous. Goddess divine. I adore you. You will always be my best friend. Trust in people. You are so beautiful. They say a picture tells 1,000 words, but when I see yours, all I see is 3. I wish I was good enough to be with you. You are the most beautiful woman. I promised to Before I met you, I never knew what it was like to smile for no reason. I love you. You will always be my best friend. Goddess divine, I will love the most beautiful woman. I love you. Goddess divine. You will always be. I promise to cherish you. You are the most beautiful woman. My rose. I love you. I promise to cherish you. I love you. You are a goddess. My divine flower. You will always be my best friend. I love you. You are the most beautiful woman. My divine flower. I love Before I met you, I never knew what it was like to smile for no reason. You are the most beautiful woman. You are the most beautiful woman. I made a mistake. My rose. How did a guy like me end up with a princess like you? Goddess divine. You are so smart and lovely. You are my one and only. I was afraid. You are the most beautiful woman. Before I met you, I never knew what it was like to smile for no reason. Your eyes are heaven. I love you. You will always be my best friend. I was afraid. I love you. I love you. I was afraid. Goddess divine. You are a goddess. I love you eternally. I love you. Please forgive me. You are the most beautiful woman. Take my hand. You will always be my best friend. Please forgive me. I love you. You are a goddess. You are so smart and lovely. Let's share our passion. Please forgive me. Goddess divine. Your eyes are heaven. I love you. You will always be my best friend. You are the most beautiful woman. Before I met you, I never knew what it was like to smile for no reason. I love you. Trust in me. I was afraid. You are so smart and lovely. I love you. I love you. I love you. Let's share our passion. I was a coward. I love you. You are so beautiful like me, and a princess like you. Let's share our passion. I will love you eternally. I was a coward. I love you. My rose. You are the most beautiful woman. How did a guy like me end up with a princess like you? I love you. You will always be my best friend. My divine flower. It is my fault. I love you. Be mine. My divine flower. I made a mistake. You are the most beautiful. I'm sorry I hurt you. You will always be my best friend. You will always be my best friend. Your eyes. Let's share our passion. Always be my best friend. You are the most beautiful. Before I met you, I never knew what it was like to smile for no reason. I'm sorry I hurt you. Please forgive me. I was a coward. You will always be my best friend. I love you. Take my hand. I promise to cherish you. You are so beautiful. I love you. My divine flower. I'm sorry I hurt you. You will always be my best friend. I love you. Please forgive me. Be mine. I love you. If I could take it back, I would. You are so smart and lovely. You will always be my Before I met you, I never knew what it was like to smile for no reason. Before I met you, I never knew what it was like to smile for no reason. I was a coward. You will always be my best friend. Your eyes are heaven. How did a guy like me end up with a princess like you? I promise to cherish you. You are the most beautiful. Trust in me. Be mine. I adore you. I love you. My divine flower. I'm sorry I hurt you. I'm sorry I hurt you. I'm sorry I hurt you. Your eyes are heaven. I'm sorry I hurt you. I'm sorry I hurt you. I love you. You are a goddess. I love you. I love you. Trust in people. I made a mistake. You are the most beautiful. I adore you. I wish I could marry you. It is my fault. Your eyes are heaven. Please forgive me. You are so smart and lovely. I promise to cherish you. Trust in people. Be my best friend. You are the most beautiful. Always be my best friend. Before I met you, I never knew what it was like to smile for no reason. How did a guy like me end up with a princess like you? To smile for no reason. Please forgive me. You are my one. It is my fault. My divine flower. I adore you. I made a mistake. You are the most beautiful woman. You are my one and only. Celestial beauty. I love you. You will always. I made a mistake. Always be my best friend. I love you. I wish I could marry you. My divine flower. You will always be my best friend. Take my hand, you are my one and only. Believe me, you will always be my best friend. You are the most beautiful. You are a goddess. I made a mistake. I love you. Before I met you, I promised to cherish you. Be mine. You are my one and only. My divine flower. You are the most beautiful woman. Please forgive me. How did a guy like me end up with a princess like you? I love you. My divine flower. I love you. Your body is gorgeous. Before I met you, I never knew what it was like to smile for no reason. I adore you. You are the most beautiful woman. Trust in people. Celestial beauty. Be mine. I love you. I wish I was good enough to be with you. I will love you eternally. You are my one and only. I was a coward. Please forgive me. I made a mistake. You are the most beautiful woman. My rose. Please forgive me. Before I met you, I never knew what it was like to smile for no reason. How did a guy like me end up with a princess like you? Before I met you, I never knew what it was like to smile. My divine flower. I wish I could marry you. Celeste, let's share our passion. How did a guy like me end up with a princess like you? You are the most beautiful woman. You will always be my best friend. I love you. My divine flower. They say a picture tells 1,000 words, but when I see yours, all I see is three. I love you. I love you. I made a mistake. I'm sorry I hurt you. I will love you eternally. Your eyes are celestial beauty. I'm sorry I hurt you. You are the most beautiful woman. Before I met you, I never knew what it'd be like to smile for no reason. I wish I could marry you. I was a coward. I love you. I wish I was good enough to be with you. You trust me. I was afraid. I wish I was good enough to be with you. If let's share our passion, what it was like to smile for no reason. Take my hand. I wish I could marry you. You are the most beautiful woman. I was afraid. I adore you. I was a coward. Be mine. I love you. Celestial beauty. Take my hand. I love you. It is my fault. Be mine. You will always be my best friend. You are so smart and lovely. You are the most beautiful woman. You are the most beautiful woman. They say a picture tells 1,000 words. When I see yours, all I see is three. I love you. I wish I was good enough to be with you. Please forgive me. You are so beautiful. You are so beautiful. Your body is gorgeous. You are a goddess. I was a cow. I will love you eternally. You are the most beautiful woman. I'm sorry I hurt you. If I could take it back, I love you. Before I met you, I never knew what it was like to smile for no reason. Your eyes are heaven. You are so beautiful. Goddess divine. I wish I was good enough to be with you. I wish I could take it back. Celestial beauty. You are so smart and lovely. I was afraid. You are so beautiful. How did a guy like me? You are so smart and lovely. You are the most beautiful woman. How did a guy like me end up with a princess like you? You are be so mine. Beautiful. Take my hand. You are my one and only. You are the most beautiful woman. You are so beautiful. Let's share our passion. You will always trust in people. I love you. They say a picture tells 1,000 words, but when I see yours, all I see is three. I love you. Your body is gorgeous. You will always be my best friend. Eyes are heaven. I was a cat. My rose. I wish I was good enough to be with you. You are my divine flower. celestial beauty. I'm sorry I heard. I was afraid. I wish I was good enough to be with you. My rose, like to smile. Please forgive me. I adore you. You're so smart and lovely. Your body is gorgeous. You will always be my best friend. You're so smart and lovely. They say a picture tells 1,000 words, but when I see yours, all I see is 3. I love you. Divine, beautiful. You are the most beautiful woman. You are so beautiful. You are so beautiful. You are so smart and lovely. I was a kid, being my best friend. I will love you eternally. You are the most beautiful woman. You are so beautiful. How did a guy like me end up with a princess like you? It is my fault. Celestial, smart, lovely. I love you. You are so beautiful. You are a goddess. Trust in people. Be mine. It is my fault. You are so smart and you will always be my best friend. I adore you. Your eyes are heaven. Be mine. I wish I could take it back. You are the most beautiful woman. You are so beautiful. Your body is gorgeous. I was a coward. I love you. I love you. How did a guy like me end up with a princess like you? You are the most beautiful woman. Goddess divine. I wish I was good enough to be with you. You are the most beautiful woman. Celestial beauty. Before I met you, I never knew what it was like to smile for no reason. I made a mistake. Your eyes are heaven. You will always be. Your body is gorgeous. I was a coward. You are my one and only. Be mine. My rose. Trust in people. I promise to cherish you. You are the most beautiful woman. If I could take it back. Your body is gorgeous. I love you. Be mine. I adore you. I promise to cherish you. Before I love you. I never knew what it was like to smile for no reason. You will always be my best friend. Celestial beauty. I adore you. I love you. I was afraid. You are my one and only. Trust in people.